Yeah, I'm conflicted, and Lil Yachty might be the most versatile thing since an octopus, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the evolution of Lil Yachty's style, music, and everything of that matter. This man has always been doing some new stuff, and I think it's time that we give him some appreciation. But before we do that, consider subscribing because I upload videos just like this, music related content 2 times a week, same editing. Without further ado, let's get into it. Lil Yachty has always been a very creative person, and it's shown through his even beginning arts. He dropped in the same year his debut album Lil Boat with a beautiful album cover, and this is when we kind of first got that beginning Lil Yachty. He had that massive hit single Minnesota, as well as he was featured on the XXL Freshman magazine, and he had one of the most iconic, or was a part of the most iconic XXL Freshman freestyle of all time. And by this point, we already kind of knew that Lil Yachty was something, you know. This is a very creative album, and although a lot of people didn't like him, a lot of people called him a mumble rapper at first, which arguably he was, and he used a lot of auto-tune. He was still very good at using his resources to make good songs, and from this he continued to go with a similar type of style for quite some time. But then I think it gets really interesting once he gets to Michigan Boy Boat in 2021. By this point, he completely did another 180, and bro, he went Detroit music. He started making Detroit music for a second. He had people like V's on his stuff, T Grizzly, RMC Mike, Babytron, and a lot of those people. And I think it's very interesting that he started to experiment a lot here. And I think that this is what maybe has inspired his newer sound, possibly a little bit. A completely different sound, but it's the fact that he started to experiment. After this, he kind of took a little bit of time off for a second. He dropped a couple older type of vibes, back and forth. Yay Energy was there, and then all of a sudden Lil Yachty dropped Poland, and this took the world by storm. Many people originally didn't like the song. They were like, oh, this song is garbage, and they were like making fun of it. But then as time went on, it went from becoming a meme to one of Lil Yachty's biggest songs of all time. He performed Poland at this one concert like 45 times or something like that. It was wild. He went to Poland to perform Poland a bunch of times. But because of this, a lot of people started getting very interested in what he was gonna do next. Lil Yachty, what is this guy doing? This guy's so silly, goofy. And then he started again with Let's Start Here. This album is like beautiful. This album is beautiful. A lot of people were comparing it to Tyler the Creator, and I actually made a video talking about how rap is changing a little while ago. This isn't even a rap album though. He had some pretty interesting vocals on here, some very beautiful storytelling on here. Not like storytelling, but he gets psychedelic. He gets very psychedelic, and I'm just sitting there like levitating through a lot of these songs. This is some stuff that if you're driving, you could turn this on and you be at peace with yourself. You'll open up your chakras, your third eye, and all that. Bro, I literally love this album, and I think the album cover was incredible, and Lil Yachty's creativity really shines through once again, and he keeps on making different stuff every time. We don't know where Lil Yachty's gonna go, and I think that's what makes his type of music so interesting, because he's such a character, and I feel like people really don't appreciate it enough, or they're starting to now. But Lil Yachty's been changing a bunch, and I'm very interested to see how it all goes. Strike Holster was another very interesting song that he recently dropped. But let me know how you guys feel about Lil Yachty's change in the comments below. Do you disagree with me? Do you think that all these songs sound the same because he's a mumble rapper and all that other stuff? But with that all being said, consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. I love you all very much. I'm conflicted, and I'm out. Peace.